Mike, is the anticipation building? You getting ready to leave?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I mean, everybody realizes, what the weekend means, and they're having fun. But I think the thing that makes this team so special is they work hard every day, and they enjoy what they do. So they're looking forward to getting on a plane tomorrow and enjoying all the excitement that goes along with being part of the Final Four.
Mike, was there a moment where you thought that this could be a Final Four team?
Well, when we got through the first 8 games, I knew that we had something special, because their commitment to everyday working hard every day, the way that we kept the ball, their commitment to get behind the ball and defend, and then in the areas that are so important, we have special players. So it was somewhere around there.
Mike, that it's Penn State on the other side, good thing, bad thing?
It's the fact that we're playing in the Final Four and it's Penn State. It's it's special to be playing in the game. I think the fact that we're playing Penn State, speaks volumes of the strength of Big Ten women's soccer. We all year long we've talked about the next game being the most important, and it's no different on Friday.
Extra motivation given what happened in the Big Ten championship against Penn State?
No, I think the motivation. At this stage of the game, the motivation is playing in the match, we know from what we learned from the first time we played them, and we learned a lot in the second match, and now we have to take both of those games and come up with something that we feel is going to make us successful. Again, I just think it speaks volumes that we're playing another Big Ten opponent in the semifinals.
Mike, we know how good your defense and your goalie have been all year. What happened in that game with the 2 first half goals? Because that's like half your goals for the season.
Yeah, well, the game is a game of details, and the first goal we let up was on a corner, and we just lost the mark. And there was a movement, and we went with the movement. We lost the mark, and it was a detail, and they capitalized on it. And then the second goal they scored was an area of the field that they're dangerous in the midfield, and something from a distance. So we discussed a little bit about that, and that was one time that we didn't do what we needed to get done, and they capitalized on it. But we learned a lot. I think in all the games that we play, and their willingness to learn is unbelievable. So we took that match, and I think that was a match that we learned a great deal from and motivated us, from that game on, because it was a big game. There was a bit of pressure on them, and now we're taking the pressure and use the pressure as motivation.
Does playing at a neutral site this time change it at all after you do it at Penn State and at Rutgers?
That's the thing. Both teams won at home. I think to play at a neutral site in front of a big crowd is going to be pretty special to everybody involved. We're excited.
Mike, with all the stuff that's gone on at the school over last week, how much pride do you take that there's something that's really puts Rutgers on a pedestal for something positive?
Yeah, we're very proud of the accomplishments. I'd be here all day just talking about everything that they do. From the type of people they are, to the type of players they are, to the way that they treat each other, to the way they treat other people. They represent Rutgers University really well. It's the fact that we're going to play in the Final Four, and we've gotten so much support from everybody involved, the Rutgers family, administration, everybody. And we're just going to be really proud to represent the school on Friday. Very proud.
Do you feel like, Rutgers doesn't get to Final Fours very often in anything. It's been 2007 for women's basketball. Do you feel like you're kind of carrying the flag for the athletics program a little bit? Do you feel like the other teams have rallied behind you?
Well, there's no doubt about it. The support that we've received from other coaches and other teams has been phenomenal, but it hasn't been just because we've been to the Final Four. It's been that way all year long, from the Riot Squad to the families, everyone. So do we feel that we're carrying the torch? No, because we know that the programs here, everybody's working hard and doing what they need to do, and the sports programs are a family. Look at what wrestling's doing. Look at what the men's soccer team did. We're just happy to go and represent the school on one of the biggest stages in college soccer.
Has it been a little different, though, walking around the Hale Center the last few days?
Is there an extra bounce in there, Step? I would say so, and that's what we talked about. We want them to enjoy it, but like I said, they've done that from day one. They've come in, and I think the thing that they do so well is they work hard every day, and they enjoy it. They have fun. They have fun when they're playing. They have fun with each other, and so we want them to enjoy the process. But we also know that when we step on the field to train and we step on the field to play, they know what they need to get done, and I think that's the senior experience.
Mike, how about Casey? Obviously, she kind of starred in that last shootout. Just kind of what level is she playing at right now?
Well, Casey is the goalkeeper for our U20 national team, and I think every time she goes away to a camp, she comes back with that experience, and it makes her better, it makes us better. And that experience is big, representing our country, playing on the biggest stage in the age group. And now you have to take that experience and bring it to a match that not a lot of other people have that experience. And and I know that she shares that with everyone. So in that situation there, she's been prepared for that, by spending time with our country and then playing here at Rutgers University and then spending time with Lubash Hansen.
Staying along the back line, Erica, just what does she bring to your defense?
Well, again, I could talk about each of these guys all day long. I just think Erica and Bree are pros. The experience that they have, and it goes from Casey into them. They've been playing together for 4 years. Maggie 4, Erin 3. Then you bring a freshman on, which I think is exciting because they're teaching her. So it kind of keeps them fresh. But the experience that Erica brings and Bree brings is it's contagious.
Coach, let's go back to that shootout down 0-2. What are the thoughts running through your head there?
Well, I think the thing that's always important is we try to do as a coaching staff is we always try to step out and recognize what we're involved in, how special it is. So for the few seconds that I had when a player was walking up or walking back, I just kind of looked around a little bit. It was a great environment. And we're down 2-0, and when you're down 2-0, you start to think like, okay, we need something here. And for me, when Casey came up and hit her PK and then made the next save, you can see there was bounce in her step, and the players that came up to take the PKs after her, there was bounce in theirs, and you looked at the heads of the other team went down a little bit. And then for her to make that save in the 9th round was big. But again, we're not in the 9th round if the other players don't step up and slot theirs home. And so again, it was for us. It's been a team effort. It's been like that since day one, and that's why we're here today, because they value team so much.
Just looking at the tournament as a microcosm, you guys have won big, you've won small. Does that type of environment help you now on this big stage?
I think all of it does. I mean, the experience in the day-to-day, the game-to-game, going through the schedule prior to Big Ten. The Big Ten schedule prepares you. The Big Ten Conference Championship prepares you for when you get in the NCAA. And, so these, from FDU to Hofstra to UConn to Virginia, and we've learned along the way. But I think the thing that's most important is that in that time, they've come out every training session and had some of the best training sessions all year long. So they're taking what they're learning and they're bringing it into the next match. And as a coach, our coaching staff, that's all you can ask.